Brian Van
and Jason
from Sport Bike Track here, sportbiketrackgear.com. Today we're going to put on a driven chain kit. One of the most common mods to any bike is going to be what?
Chain kit.
Chain sprockets, man. It's one of the best ways to unlock a lot of performance from your bike without spending a lot of money. Before we begin this install video, what I want to say is this is generic information, okay? This is for entertainment purposes. It's to give you an idea of what you might need in order to put a chain kit on your bike. In no way, shape, or form does this supersede information found in the secret document, otherwise known as a service manual. We've been doing this for a long time. I was a mechanic for about 20 years at a Cadillac dealer. Been around tools and fixing stuff forever, so, and Jay's same deal. Not quite as long, but a mechanic as well. You know, so we've got good feel for torque and things like that. You can get all these torque specs from a service manual. You can get them off of Gixxer.com, you know, or probably 600rr.net, all that stuff. So what we're just trying to tell you is, please don't think that this is the end-all be-all. We're just trying to give you guys a great idea of what it takes to do it, right? If you're not comfortable, take it to the
dealership
and let them do it and pay for it. But I think most of you could probably do that. Let's put this away because we don't need that. Jason, what kind of stuff do we need today to do this?
Some basic tools, some hex bits, a couple sockets, nothing really special. Your biggest thing is you may not have is going to be a larger socket for your axle nut and your front sprocket nut. Other than that,
where'd you get those at?
You can get these at AutoZone, or if you want to spend the nice bucks at Sears, you can get them. Literally, this socket can be had for $10 at AutoZone. It's really not that hard.
Very inexpensive. One of the key ingredients, besides this monster, to a job like this is going to be the chain tool, okay? This is a chain breaker and a chain riveter. We're going to show you guys how to use this without breaking it. It seems that many people can't use one of these tools without breaking it. We're going to show you right now how easy it is to do that. The model that we sell, it comes with all of these really nice instructions, okay? It's a nice RK chain breaker. It's in the package. It's easy to use, blow molded case. It's a quality tool. We're going to show you how to do that. Here is the kit from our friends at Driven. Okay, we've got chain, we've got front sprocket, steel, and we've got a driven aluminum rear. It's kind of a power-up kit for Jay's bike. That is a good-looking sprocket, man. They make some seriously nice stuff at Driven. So, let's go ahead and let's show the people what do we have to do, man. What do you think the first step's going to be?
Well, I already took off my bodywork. It's nothing special. A couple bolts, a couple clips. Literally just one panel off. This bike is easy. Some are a little bit harder than others, but very simple. It's pretty obvious what needs to come off.
Okay, first thing we need to do is we need to expose the front sprocket, okay? On a Suzuki, you've got a speed sensor right here. We're just going to take a T-handle, pop that out. And remember, we're going to go kind of quick here just to keep this within the YouTube window. And plus, we've done this before. I actually used to have a 750 just like Jason's. And I used to change gearing on that thing all the time. Got a handful of bolts here that hold on the sprocket cover. This sprocket cover also serves as the clutch actuator, okay? You'll kind of see that in a second here. Got the speed sensor. We've got those 4 bolts right there. We also have the gear shift selector adapter. Break that pinch bolt loose. Take that out. And one of the things I think that's really going to intimidate people is breaking this nut up front loose.
It's got a bad reputation for being difficult to get off.
And it's not, okay? And we're going to show you how. I'm going to give you the keys to the kingdom here. Slide that off just like that. This is a good time, too. You can get in there and clean some of this grunge and stuff out if you want, right? We're not going to do that because it's Jason's bike and I don't care. Suzuki, the way that they keep this nut in place is twofold, really. It's an interference style nut. We'll show you that in a minute. And then also they have, for the speed sensor here, they have this little adapter that bolts on. So if you just want to hold the rear wheel there real quick, this is easier to break loose than the big nut, okay? And go ahead and turn that out. We're going to put a little taste of blue Loctite on this when we put it back in, just to hedge our bet, right?
The key is not to take your chain off yet, because it's going to make it really hard to get that sprocket off.
Really hard. We are doing this in order. Jason, if you want to go ahead and show them how we're going to break that nut loose. We're going to use our bar right now.
Yep. Anything will work, a 2x4 bar. Just take something so it doesn't scratch up my nice clean wheel, and any type of shop rag or old useless t-shirt will work. Roll it up and throw it in between the swing arm.
Now just slide it right in there. He's going to slide it in between the swing arm and the spoke of the wheel. We're using a nice galvanized metal pipe here. It's really firm. It does not flex at all. So it's going to make breaking this thing loose super, super easy. Let's go ahead and I think for the Suzuki we've got 1 1/4 inch. Got a nice big 1/2 inch ratchet, right? Turn it to off.
Some are tougher, you may have to use a breaker bar or something like that, get a little bit more extension on there. Nothing crazy, but for the most part they come off as long as you got something holding the wheel.
Okay, now, before we take the rear wheel off or go any farther, what should we do?
You tell me.
We're going to need to break the chain.
Yeah.
Go ahead and slide that out. You know, you don't want to go scratching your bike up. You know, Jay's already got a couple of marks on his, but nevertheless, we still want to show you how to protect your bike. Okay, now, the chain breaker, the great chain breaker mystery, okay? People think these pins break all the time. Personally, I disagree. Here is our RK riveting and braking tool, okay? These instructions are super clear. Follow them, please, to the T. But to break the chain, I've done this before. I need this piece right here. It slides in there like that, okay? And I need the pin. Go ahead and thread that in. Now, one of the keys is this. Do not thread that pin far enough so you can see any of it just yet, okay? This is going to kind of self-center itself here on the chain, and we'll show you how. Everything's still on the bike. I want you to slide this up, and over one of the rivets, you can see that the cutout here, all right, kind of goes over the rivet, and it holds the tool in place. And the same thing will happen from this side. Turn that in. You can see that thing's really locked in there very nicely. I'm going to take the 17, I'm going to snug this just a little bit, okay? Now, thread that in like so. And let's see if the camera will pick up the snap. Guys hear that? Okay, that's probably far enough. Go ahead and back out your pin. Back out the pressure bolt a little bit. Okay. Take a quick look there, Jeff. See that? Okay, you don't have to push one all the way through. Let's repeat that same procedure now on the same link. Okay? Get it on there, snug up our pressure bolt, finger tight here, ratchet wrench here, and listen for the pop. And let's check the pin. Perfectly intact, not even close to breaking, okay? If you follow what I just did there, you'll be fine every time. Jay, let's go ahead and get the rear axle and the rear wheel off. How are we doing on time on the video there?
We're going to take a break after this one, so come on back.